Hey, readers! So I'm going to go ahead and continue my May reading challenge. And one of the squares I'm marking off today is to read outside. So you can see behind me my woodpile, and I'm leaned up against my tree. This is actually, in fact, my favorite tree in our entire yard. It's a dogwood tree, and it's just pretty because it kind of fans out like an umbrella, and I love it. In the springtime, it has pretty white flowers. In the summertime, it just shades the yard so nicely. I actually used to have a hammock that was hanging on this tree, but it broke this winter, so I am waiting to get myself a new hammock and a hammock stand. I am hoping to do that sometime before summer so I can come out here and be a reader in my hammock. But Chapter 7 awaits us. So, if you are like Mrs. Scott, you are wondering who is the third person they will bring along to battle it. Chapter 7, The It. Just as Mrs. Whatsit, Mrs. Which, and Mrs. Who, which you remember I'm now using kind of a British accent for their characters, are champions of the light, there is a being that is a manifestation and a champion of the darkness throughout the universe. The force known only as the It resides on the planet. I'm not great at decoding this one. Camazotes. We're going to go with Camazotes. But the true danger comes from the It's reach. It's not bragging to say that I am the single greatest intellect in all the universe. It's simply a fact. I have traveled through the length and breadth of space, and no being I have encountered is my equal. It could make for a lonely existence, but I have devised a strategy whereby I have constant companionship. So there is no possibility of loneliness. True, it is relatively difficult for my central form to engage in physical contact. I have evolved past the body and am best described as a network that houses my conscience. To spell it out for the humans out there, I look like the most delicate and fearsome organ, the one you barely use, the brain. But touch is vastly overrated in many societies. Not true. I will go for a hug any day of the week. Hugs are powerful. The purest form of connection is mental, and there I excel. I am the best friend anyone can imagine. You see, I can enter in any mind, alien or human, and find what troubles it most. With my superior capability, I know how to soothe the most anguished soul. All you have to do is let me in, and I can ease your heartache, ease your worries, and remove all fears. It has become my lifelong goal to help as many souls as possible. I wish to lift up the burdens of others and take them upon myself. Do not trouble yourself over the weight it places on me. I can handle it. Why would I heap such responsibilities upon myself, you ask? The answer is simple. I wish to spread peace throughout the universe. Whenever you find conflict, that is where some are stupidly trying to resist me. Those who cling to their problems in the name of some hollow freedom. Poor misguided fools. If they would only surrender, they would discover the bliss I can deliver. Take, what did I say? Camazoots, for instance. Here, I have bestowed upon the people a harmonious society. No wars, battles, childish spats, because through me, everyone has joined together. No longer a crowd of individuals clamoring for me, mine. They are content with the ordered, predictable life in which no one feels pain, hunger, cold, loneliness. I have stamped out jealousy and anger, vanquished misery and deceit. Where I reign, there is no regret for the past or fear of the future, for all under my benevolent guidance can rest easy knowing I will take care of everything. I only ask for what each person can provide to the whole, and in return there will be peace. That seems reasonable, don't you think? Surely, safety is the most important thing. Freedom of thoughts is a trifling thing to exchange for a stable life. Wouldn't you like to live free of stress, immune to pain or disease, as a part of something grand and noble? All you have to do is let me help you. Many on earth already have, you know. My presence there is growing daily. The process itself can be somewhat rocky. More conflicts often flare up at the start. But once I have won over the entire planet, life will flourish. And the fighting will stop. Yes, Earth is proving to have a more contentious population than I was expecting. But little by little, the ones I have already begun to influence will sway the balance. There is no doubt I will rise above and secure the planet's future. Trust me. And that is the end of chapter 7. So we just got introduced not to the third person, not to the third companion, to the trio that will help save Earth, but to it. Now, did any of those things that it said, were they threatening or scary? Because I was seeing it as the antagonist, the evil character in the story. But all of his things sound delightful. No pain, no hunger, no wars, no battles. But the price is your freedom. And what does he mean by your freedom? Freedom from what? We'll find out soon. All right, chapter 8. I guarantee we will get introduced to the third person of the trio. I am not going to tell you the title of chapter 8, but alas, tomorrow we will find out about the popular, charming, eager to please, personable person who will be the third person of the trio. Again, all of those are really great adjectives, and if you haven't finished that activity for me yet, jump on Seesaw and do just that one Seesaw thing for me this week, because I really, really need it. Off the top of my head, I can already think Max has done it, Lily's done it, Lucy's done it. I'm pretty sure Will has turned it in. Those are the 4 jumping off in my memory going, I've done this already. A few of you other ones, I think maybe Gabby's done it. A few other people have already done it. If you haven't had time, hop on Seesaw before Friday for me so we can wrap that up, kiddos. All right. So I'm going to check off Read Outside on my May challenge. Does anybody have a bingo yet? I'd love to find out. Later, Gators.